So today is November 20th, Saturday. No one wants to work on Saturday, I know. So I will quickly go through this presentation, and by the end I will hopefully give you some idea. So good afternoon. I'm Yosef / many other names, and I'm here today because I believe and I want to remind you of the importance of solitude. From all of us here, oh my god, what? From all of us here, some people might find some time to spend in solitude, and many others might not at all. And as many have heard, that human beings are the social beings, social animals, which continuously interact with one another, and they need it. Even more in the modern days, the interactions are further intensified through the development of the advanced communication technologies. Take, for example, the most common used ones: mobile phones, radios, and internet websites, internet networks on the computer. So, for instance, many people would just sit in their rooms staring into their computer screens because they can communicate with anyone around the world on the Facebook, the largest social networking website. And in the last staff talent show, even there I found some people using Facebook on the laptop. And so, same with the mobile phones. One can call and talk to anyone around the world whenever they wish to, and wherever they wish to, even in their bed. And it attaches, as the communication develops, we notice that it attaches the people closer together, but yet it reduces the amount of privacy in one's daily life. So what if we are very tired and sleeping on the bed and someone just keeps on calling you on the phone? Now, because these interactions have gotten so much into the people, stepping out of it and solitude might feel forbidding and very difficult. And it means detachment and separation from everyone else. So solitude might feel, people in solitude might feel weak, and they might feel like they do not belong anywhere. But solitude, when internet goes down in the school, internet goes off in the school, we can see people get frustrated because they do not want to miss out anything from their friends or whoever they were talking to. And there is also a reason why some people do take time in solitude, and we will talk about that in a minute. So, first of all, what is the meaning of solitude? The dictionary defines it as a state of seclusion or isolation which may stem from a bad relationship, infectious disease, mental disorder, or circumstances of employment or deliberate choice. This word solitude does not seem to have a positive connotation. And indeed, I agree that it is absolutely not a good and healthy thing in the cases, all the cases, except one is by your own deliberate decision, choice. Brief solitude at your own will is not the same as isolation. If one is rejected, alienated, and put into solitude from the others against his or her own will, that could be very hurtful and detrimental psychologically, but people should definitely avoid that, right? But on the other hand, spending time briefly in solitude by your own will, by your own deliberate choice from time to time, is what you actually need in small portions during everyday life. Obviously, long-term solitude, detaching oneself completely off from everyone else, is not a good thing. It might be harmful to one's social life, relationship buildings, and more other stuff. Alright, I know it's random, but if you compare it to the nutrition in the food, it is just like a necessary nutrition like iron that we do not realize, but if you need it in small portions and for good health, and it could be harmful if consumed too much. So now, let's talk more about immediate benefits of briefly spending time in solitude from time to time. So, first of all, the interactions between people sometimes could be very distracting. And at times one needs concentration and wants to remove all these distractions. Being alone could help a lot in doing so and help for a better work performances. I mean, if you are trying to study for test or something and your friend is just jumping around in the room, that can be really distracting. So. And secondly, the solitude helps as a short time of relaxation, which is very supportive in hectic school or job life, as a time to think and reflect back on the stuffs you did, and etc., and aids to reduce the stresses and pressures. When you're with friends or others, it is difficult to do so because the people do not always do whatever you want them to do, and as you think, reflect back on the stuffs, it could also help you become more considerate in person. And as you work alone, it also provides a chance opportunity to improve your self-esteem and confidence as you keep away from others' influences. Decide and work whatever you wish to do and solve the problems on your own way. When you accomplish more and more works on your own, you will be able to believe in yourself and rely more on yourself rather than getting help from the others. And it might sound strange, but it is also interesting to know that William Jerzewicz, the former associate professor of English at Yale University, has wrote the whole essay saying how solitude can help in development of leadership. The solitude also helps in creativity because when working together for something, sometimes you might find hard to project your own ideas because you need to take into consideration the others' ideas also. As I said, you are alone. When you're alone, you're under no influence and no pressures from others. Thus, you can be more free and flexible in thinking however you want to work things out, so it can help you to be more creative. It could also help in self-discovery because when you're alone, you're inclined to do more things that you really wanted to do and you really like from inside, but you couldn't do in front of everyone else. And sometimes you could also discover something that you're really good at. That's my superhero. Lastly, it could also help in the family relations when the solitude is in the level and unit of family. I mean, they are the people you're going to see for your whole lifetime, and they're the people who's going to be there for your whole life and help you. So you can spend time with them and be more closer to them. And I'll show you a short video.
What is solitude? To me, solitude is really the place that is within you that makes you one and at peace with the world.
In solitude, you have a chance to look around the room inside yourself a little better, and you're going to notice structures and things and movements and events that are occurring because we're dynamic inside.
I think that you don't really get to understand who you are unless you spend time by yourself.
What do you find
cabin into the woods. Get in touch with, the spirit of everything, the nature, the things that really exist, not all this junk, all the cars and the buildings and the technology. Get down to the real essence of what life is and what it means to have nothing but just yourself.
Solitude for me is also an experience of longing. So when I'm really alone and in the presence of great beauty, I become very sad.
And when you're quiet, then you might actually see other things there. So to me, solitude is when you go to that quiet place and you see other things there and you're actually okay with it. Like it may not be good things. Like it may not necessarily be a happy place. But you're...
So, even I spend time alone sometimes, and it actually helps, and it really helps you concentrate on stuff as well, so it helps you breathe too. So solitude is not just for depressed people, it's like for everyone. Lastly, I'll show you a picture. It's a picture of space. And when the people think of space, they might feel like it as it is like very solitary because there's nothing there. But actually, if you see and look closer, it's filled with beautiful stars and planets and everything. And so it's just like you. I mean, you should take more time and you should look through yourself more so you can get to know true you. So, right. So you all should go find yourself sometime.